let's start with the things the fans need to know. What is important about this in the big picture for Russell, for the Broncos, and for the entire scope of the National Football League?
But there was a lot of talk about this deal getting done before the start of the season. We know the Denver Broncos have new ownership that started and essentially took over about 3 weeks ago. They were introduced to the world. And this obviously was number one on their list on locking up their quarterback, knowing that Denver over the last 5-6 years have really struggled trying to figure out who's going to be under center. Now, the contract, the money, all of that, Russell Wilson is a 9-time Pro Bowler. He's a Super Bowl champion. He has said in the past, too, Greeny, he wants to play to roughly 45 years old. So this keeps him in Denver for the next 7 years. So up to, in his early 40s there. So for Denver, though, in terms of roster, they can finally take a look at this team and not worry about who is going to play quarterback. This is the best security they have. And look, we are guilty on the show sometimes of overlooking Russell Wilson, right? We talk so much about these young guys, the Josh Allens, the Justin Herberts, the Joe Burrows, as we should. But Russell Wilson's not going anywhere.
Well, you bring up a really important point. And Marcus, I want to go back to something. It was Dominique Foxworth who said it for the first time on this show. And that is that I think one of the reasons Russell Wilson may have wanted out of Seattle is that to some degree, it never became his league. That I think Russell Wilson was in a position where once upon a time he thought, okay, well, there's Brady and Peyton's league, and then when their time is done, it's going to become my league. And all of a sudden, to Diana's point, it became Patrick's league, and now it's Herbert's league, and Burrow's league, and Lamar's league, all these young guys. And Russell Wilson, I think, might rightfully be saying, hey, wait a minute, what happened to my turn? Is this his chance for it to become his league in Denver?
Well, he can want what he wants, but it ain't gonna become his league because Patrick Mahomes still gonna be playing football, and Justin Herbert is ascending, and Josh Allen. Look, I love Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer, elite quarterback. He's a guy you can win Super Bowls with, obviously, but that ship has sailed for Russell Wilson to own the league. If it wasn't going to happen after Peyton and Tom, it damn sure ain't gonna happen now with these young guys that we're watching play. But with that being said, like, it's okay for it not to be your league and you go win another Super Bowl and you just got another big bag, racks on racks on racks. Sierra is your wife. He's won in life, okay? Russ, don't worry about this being your league. Life has been good to you, brother. And look, ultimately, when we start talking about Russell Wilson, he does ascend back because of the situation in Denver and what the Broncos are doing. He does ascend back into that conversation of winning Super Bowls and getting to the point where you are competing against some of these young guys, obviously within his own division, for it to be his league. So I say that facetiously, but ultimately I don't think this is going to be Russell Wilson's league as we go down
don't
the
be
stretch.
using all them big college words I can't understand.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.